Hey, my truth seekers, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my live real talk with your girl, Lady D. I don't know if I should keep the name, guys. Let me know. Should I keep the name Truth Seekers or should I go by Truth Tellers? Okay, let me know what your thoughts about this right here. But as you can see right here, I want to go ahead and talk about Wiley. I think his name is Marquise Wiley. I just had gotten a live of his some content, and like I say, I don't follow these people, okay, but when they send me some of the content, I go ahead and watch it, and I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about Wally, because I saw that he had got arrested, man. They were saying that, he had did some stuff at Walmart, which right there, man, I went into prayer mode. My heart just, dropped to the floor. We're going to go ahead and talk about that right there. So we just going to keep him in prayer, because one thing about us, especially in here, in Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, we don't put our foot on someone when they are down, okay? If anything, we're going to go ahead and lift that person up. So let me go ahead and do my copyright disclaimer, guys. Copyright disclaimer. Let me see if I can go ahead and read it. Let me see if I can go ahead and make the screen a little bigger. Well, I can't see it right here. And I'm not going to camera up today, guys, because believe it or not, I'm taking my braids out, okay? So I'm doing my hair as I'm talking to you guys. Thank God that I am a licensed cosmetologist, okay? So the copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. So guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. In here, we are grown folks. We are 18 and older. No babies are in here, okay? But before I get into to talk about the Wallace show, I want to go ahead and address a few things. I was wondering, I was seeing a lot of people just coming under my live, just trying to go ahead and attack me and saying that I need to focus on my little small channel and stuff like that. And I was wondering what's going on. And one person, I was telling them, I say, look, if you don't like what's going on, why are you here? Why you subscribe to this channel? And she was saying, no, I wasn't subscribed to this channel. I just came by because I saw one of the content creators, which I didn't mention nobody's name, but like they say, a hit dog on a hollow, okay? But say, because he had addressed that matter, just because I had made a video, about, the stuff that was sent to me, because I don't go and check for these people. I don't know these people from a can of paint. I don't mess with hardly none of these YouTubers on this street, just very, very few, okay? But, if the stuff is sent to me, as a blogger, just like if something is sent to you guys, if you are a content creator, you're going to talk about it, and it was some stuff that I saw, I thought that it was foul. I'm going to just call it out as I see it. Like I say, don't get mad with the message in here, like I said, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm going to stand on my truth. And if nobody don't like it, then they say, ouch. But, I got another video, so I say, let me go ahead and check it out, because I was wondering why people was coming on, trying to attack me. But in here, we don't do none of that gutter ratchet. We don't do none of that stuff. In here, we conduct ourselves. We are ladies and gentlemen in here, okay? But I sat there and I went ahead and I watched a little, few second video that he came on the live that he did, just to address some stuff about me and talking about my little small channel. Well, look, 25K, to me, that's a small channel as well. I see, like if he was in 100K or something like that. So lo and behold, I sit there and say, you got 25K subscribers and you talking about my measly just 5,000 subscribers. But the thing about it, guys, we making the same amount. We making the same amount of money. Make it make sense. He ain't making no more than what I am making. So don't sit there and get all caught up just because you see people making, people have, more subscribers. I don't give a care. If, like I said, the people is not clicking and watching your videos, you ain't making no money. That's how it work on YouTube. It's not about the subscribers. It's not about the subscribers. It's who watching your videos. So I sat there and I say, let me go and check, because, see how much, since they wants to brag about their huge channel, 25K. Oh, my God. Oh, 25K, they making a lot and want to talk about me, my little measly channel. Like I said, I can sit there and I can get subscribers too. You will be shocked. You would be shocked if you knew how many I used to have, but I deleted all that stuff. Even deleted some of that videos because I wanted to change. But I had, believe it or not, I had 10K subscribers. But that doesn't mean nothing to me because, like I said, I don't come in here because this is how I wants to get paid. This is my living, which we're going to talk about when it comes to the Wiley show. People get all caught up and let this YouTube streets, they let it stress them out. But I don't let this stuff stress me out. Because like I said, when I come on, this is like my leisure time. I'm retired, okay? I'm eating the fruits of my labor. I don't have to do nothing. I don't even have to get out the bed. I can make money while I'm asleep. And trust me, if it was because of YouTube, I would be hungry many a times. And that's real talk. But don't let this sit there. Oh, you got a little subscribers. You only got 5K people. Go on Twitter alone. Go on to her channel. Go and give her a little likes and a little subscribe. Well, you need a little likes and subscribers too. Because like I said, everything is out on social media. If you want to know how much people make on this platform, all you got to do is Google it. It got 3 different sites that gives you the data of how much each person make. At least a roundabout, okay? And if you thinking that you making as much as I'm making, numbers don't lie. One thing about numbers don't lie. And like I said, hey, I be on here even if I got to be by myself. I stand on my truth. I'm not worried about people who going to subscribe, who going to cheer for me. Like I say, these people are fickle. These people will praise you one day and crucify you the next day. But I'm not like that, my brother. I'm not like that. Because it's enough for everybody. And I'm not into all that drama. I'm not into all that beef. That's why I don't go and jump from channel to channel to channel. But if I'm going to sit there and I'm going to say my truth. And after that, it's over with. These bottom feeders, they sitting there passing all this mess along because they're miserable, they lonely, and they ain't got nothing else to do. That's why they send you this type of content, because they feed off of drama. But I don't entertain that. Like I said, I don't force no one to come on my channel. I don't do it. Never did. I stay in my lane. And that's real talk. Hi, Temper. I see Temper Blue is in the house. Say, stand on your truth. Absolutely. I'm not swerving. I'm not swerving because, like I said, to me, this is my ministry. I'm not going to get all out the box. I'm not going to curse because I don't curse. So if I don't curse, why should I start cursing over people that I don't know? I don't know these people. I just called it like it is. Like I said, a hit dog is going to holler. and the ones that he mentioned, Marcella, unpopular, whoever he mentioned, like I said there and say, I don't kiss nobody's tail. If people want to come and support me and I support them, we can do it. Ain't no love lost. I don't care if someone support this person and support me, or they don't like me but they like you. Ain't no children in here. No, this is not no children. We are grown folks. They support who they want to support, and even if they are friends with me or not friends with me, I'm not gonna lose no sleep. I'm not gonna lose no sleep, not at all. Hi, Starbucks. I'm not gonna lose no sleep at all. So miss me with the BS. Like I said, we grown folks. Ain't no children. Ain't nobody gonna tickle your ears. If someone sat there and send me some videos, if I feel like I want to comment on it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And just like he sat there and said, oh, you don't know, because I don't tell people what people send to me. Well, they send it to you because they wanted you to change the narrative. That's how I see it. This is my opinion. That's why they sit there and jump from channel to channel to channel to channel. Like I said, if Melody was booked and busy, Melody wouldn't even have the time to sit there and go to channels and sit there and jump on it. And she did it because she knows that she wanted to change the narrative. I promise you, if you wouldn't have been sitting on the panel with Destiny, and that's my opinion, if you're mad, something on you, I promise you, most likely she would have never went there. But the only reason why she went on your channel, from what I've seen, and this is my opinion, and I will say allegedly, is because she know that you and Destiny was sitting there talking. This girl, like I said there and say, she do this snake-like move. I'll pay you too if I want you to sit there and like me. Because like I say, with the love of money can be the root of all evil, but you can't pay me nothing to make me sit there and change my mind. I'm going to stand on my truth. And that's real talk, unapologetic and non-biased. And like I said there, if you don't like what's going on, find a channel that's going to accommodate you. Find a channel that's going to tickle your ears. Because like I said there and say, I'm not changing over here. I'm not changing on here. And yes, I think that once Melody sat there and came on his channel, he flipped the script. He started shift shaping. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, like I said, it is what it is. You can't sit there and thinking that, oh, I'm going to get gutter rancher with you. No, not at all. That's not my cup of tea. I'm not going to get gutter rancher because I said what I said and I mean what I mean. And that's real talk. Yes, he was starstruck. He was like putting, the way that guy was slouching down, it's like he was melting, like he was sliding down the off that seat he was on. Couldn't even pull out his fans because he was starstruck. Yes, you was. You kissed the ring. And I said what I said, and I mean what I mean. And I'm not going to get gutter. I'm not going to curse you. I'm not going to get all out the box. Now, if you want to curse, you want to be a gutter sniper, you do it. But I said what I said. And after that, I'm finished. I'm done. Next. I'm going to say what I said. That's it. Oh, just for 5 seconds, Melody came on there. Oh, Melody is not what they say she is. Met the girl no more than 5 seconds. 5 seconds. And all of a sudden, he can sit there and he can write a book about her. 5 seconds. He was, you didn't need no pen and no paper. You was lost for words. You was lost for words. That's what you was. All you had to do is open your mouth. And I promise you it would have came out. It couldn't come out because you was bit by this slithering, you know what? But like I said, I'm not changing. I promise you guys, I'm not. Call me whatever you want to call me. But like I said there and say, this is not my life. This is not my life. And that's the reason why Wiley, the Wiley show, that's why he like he is right now, because he let these YouTuber people, he let them bother him. He let these people sit there and get the best of him. Don't let these people get the best of you. Because I promise you, half of these people that's sitting there coming on these YouTube streets, most of these people don't know what it is to go outside and touch grass. All they doing is feeding into this drama, because most of them is miserable, lonely, and everything else. You're gonna know the truth ones, because the true supporters, they're not gonna sit there and feed into this mess. They're not going to sit there and try to start mess with other content creators. But like I said, guys, in here is real talk. And the only reason how I found out about Wiley, and that was I think it was like Saturday night. I was getting ready to go to bed, and all of a sudden, his notification had came up. And the reason why it came on, because I went ahead and subscribed to his channel when someone said, that Wiley was in the stores or somewhere, and, he had stripped, he had got naked in a store. So I sat there and I saw when he came on and he started telling his story, how, he had some kind of little, episode, a mental episode. And when it comes to mental illness is real, guys. I promise you, depression is real. That's why I sat there and say, shoot, it's time for them people to start cutting the check. You got our people all messed up. They build school up, they build prisons, especially private prisons, and build all these unnecessary stuff, but they don't build the schools, they don't build hospitals, mental institutions. That's the stuff that some of our people need, because our people been through hell. But what they want to do, they want to take our people, instead of putting them in a hospital, and letting them get the right type of treatment that they need. What they do, they end up taking them and they throwing them in jail. And throwing it in jail is not going to help, because once they come out, they're going to come out worse than what they already was. And that's why when I saw the video of Wiley, I just went in prayer mode. My heart just like it skipped a beat. Because that man, he better be glad that, he had policemen out there that wasn't trigger happy. The way that the police went ahead and de-escalate. I really applaud those policemen that came out there, because we already know, how things happen, especially when it comes to the black man, they'll shoot first and then think about anything else later. But they handled him very well, very professional. So shout out to the Los Angeles Police Department that was on the scene, that you got another brother that is saved, that they went ahead and they spared him. But when I saw that, I sat there and say, oh my God, I can't believe that this guy went and did something like this. I can't believe that. But like I said, mental illness is real. And then coming on these YouTube streets and people sitting there, this is their livelihood, this their only income. And they got to entertain people, and how people are so finicky, and people think, just because I watch your channel, I'm watching your channel, supporting you, so you got to do and dance and buck dance and coon it and give me what I want. Devil, you is a liar. You is a liar. I'm going to stand on my truth. Ain't nobody going to have that much power over me. But that's how it is with some people, especially when they, bank off of this YouTube income. And then they sit there and say, and I'm going to say allegedly that, Wiley went ahead, he lost his job. I know he sat there and say that, he's a CNA, and, some stuff had went down with his family, and stuff like that. All that stuff play a toll, like I say, your worst enemies could be the ones that you living with, your families. That's Bible. That's Bible. Your worst enemies is not really the strangers on the outside. It's the ones that you break bread with. But like I said, guys, in here is real talk, unapologetic and non-biased. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Just say ouch. And I didn't mention nobody's name. And when Miss Marcella came up and sat there and mentioned his name, I say, no, Miss Marcella, don't mention nobody's name. Because I said what I said and I mean what I mean. But like I said, a hit dog is going to go ahead and holler. But I don't change. I don't fear man. Because man don't have a heaven or a hell to put me in. Now, man can lay it down and raise it back up. Then I might fear man, but they don't have the power to do that because they too messy and too bothered and too nosy and too busy about other people's business. So I'm not sitting there worrying, oh, your little small channel, y'all go and give a little clicks and likes and say I sent. Like his channel is all big. Come on, be real. I promise you, I can sit there and show you what approximate this guy makes on YouTube. Every last person, I can show you what they make on YouTube because that's public information. And I promise you, ain't making no more than what I am making. No more. I put my hand on a Bible, and I went through three sites. And all of them was the same. So miss me with the BS. Hey, Chris says, I don't know about starstruck. You got to be a star to be star. Absolutely. You're right. I take that back. See, you got to be a star. These people ain't no stars. These people ain't none but people that chose to put their life on a reality show, what I call a minstrel show. All that is a minstrel show. Chose to put their life on a reality show for the entire world to pick it apart. And just because nobody sat there and take the paintbrush and paint, like I always say, those pretty flowers, these hearts and these roses, then they want to sit there and get mad. They want to sick their dogs. They want to start attacking you. But like I said there and say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me, the Bible says that I shall condemn. The same way that you came, you're going to sit there and flee 7 different ways. And that's real talk. I fear no one but God. My life is an open book. And who could tell it better? The one that been through it. And that's real talk, you know. But I take corrections. You're right, Chris. These people is not no stars to sit there and say they starstruck. So my God, what is a real celebrity would have came on board? Oh my God. If a real celebrity would have came on their platform, they probably would have explored. They probably would have melted like ice cream. They would have turned to a puddle. If a real celebrity, because this girl is not no real celebrity. This girl can't even handle what people throw at her. She don't even have thick skin. The minute when somebody sit there and try to talk about her, she wants to sit there and sick her dogs. And they want to become somebody's enemy and don't even know these people. How the hell you could be somebody else's enemy when you don't know just because you're doing somebody else's bid? You get your tail in a world of trouble. I promise you, they will sit there and turn it back on you. They will look at you like the scum underneath their shoes. And that's real talk. You're right. Turn to puddle. My God. I mean, this is ludicrous. This is unhinged. And then wants to sit there and say, oh, I saw these people on your channel. Like I said there and say, there's enough room for everybody. I don't care. Like I say, many a times I came on here, no more than in 2 people, but that's all right. Because the Most High God said, if there's 1 or 2, there am I in the midst. 1 can put 500 a flight. 2 can put 10,000 a flight. So as I see right here, what you think 15 can do? It's not about the numbers. And then again, people hate the truth. Why? Why people hate the truth? Because the truth is what's going to set them free. People would rather run with a lie than run with the truth, because a lie is like a painkiller. People want a quick fix, but the truth is like open heart surgery. Nobody wants to be open. But like I said, nobody mad but the devil. Just say ouch. And that's real talk, okay? Hey, Terry Lewis. Like I said, this is real talk, So let me know what you think. Should I go ahead and change the name from truth tellers, truth seekers to truth tellers? Because we stand on our truth. We stand on righteousness. And try not to spam, Terry. Please don't spam, because that gives me a headache. Please don't spam, because it gives me a headache, okay? But like I said there and say, people need to stop. And just like Terry says, we must remember it's better to give a person a sour truth rather than a sugar-coated lie. Absolutely. But see, people want a sugar-coated lie, because we got people that lives in this la-la world, this fantasy world. We can hide behind the computers and be computer thugs, and we don't have to go out our home. We can push a click of a button. Like I say, this is the new age of information. Everything is right in the comfort of your home. So you can sit there and you can lie. You can sit there and be a computer thug, behind your computer. Nobody wants to sit there and face each other. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Why? Why nobody wants to hear the truth anymore? Because we all bit off a lie. We all bit off a lie. You like it, truth tellers? Let me know. Temple says she like that, truth tellers. Guys, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you like truth tellers, because we truth tellers. And one thing about the truth, honey, the truth hurts, but just say ouch. Many times, when people was telling me the truth, I didn't want to hear it. But at the end, I say, I wish I would have heard the truth. So let me know, on my little small teeny weeny channel. Because you like it, truth tellers. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to call you guys. I'm going to call you guys truth tellers, because in here, we are truth tellers, We seeking truth. We're not out there dipping and dabbing in things of the world, want people to sit there and entertain and buck dance us. Those days are over. When we was a child, we talk like a child, we act like a child, but we are grown folks, So we ain't got time to sit there and peep, oh, this person, supposed to be supporting me. They supposed to be my subscriber, but they over there supporting this person. I don't care. Go wherever you want to go. You don't have to hide from me. You can't hide from the Most High God. There's enough room for all of us. I want to see my people make it. I want to see my people succeed. That's high schoolish. Oh, you're a friend with this person. I don't like that person. So if you're a friend of that person, then I ain't got time for you. That just sound like high schoolish kids. It's time for us to be mature. Dad, guys, not everybody should be riding on the yellow bus, okay? My God. Everybody's all in their feelings. Yeah, that's what you call it. A cult-like mentality. A cult-like mentality. You absolutely right, Star. Anytime when you can control grown people, not see if it was a child, because a child, the Bible tells us to train up a child in the way that they shall go. And a child, you've been and you can mold them, because their minds are, their brains are still small. But once you get like 25 and up, you ain't no babies. You're adult. And you're going to let another person sit there and control you? Most likely you probably wouldn't even let your own husband. That's if some of you guys are married. But you letting a complete stranger sitting there controlling you, because you guys are so fixated, because these people are on a reality show, making a plumb fool out of themselves. These people are not about that life. They got you sitting there thinking that they are about that life. These people are faking it until they're making it. Faking it. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Because if they was about that life, they will own. They will have their own stuff. They won't sit there and wait till somebody else do something and then they want to copycat. A bunch of copycats. a bunch of copycats. That's why they jealous with Tisha, because Tisha got her own mind. But this little weak thing right there, she got. You don't see Tisha jumping on everybody's channel. I don't even see Tisha jumping on her own mama channel. And then when this young guy asks Melody a question, and it's not his word verbatim, but I think he asked her a question, about Tisha, the relationship with Tisha, and she sat there and said that, she liked Tisha, but she talked about her mom. If you go say you like me, but you're going to talk about my mother, Letitia would have went on this guy's platform and talked about her wide back, linebacking mama. And I promise you, the millimeters and everybody else would have been on her like bees on honey. But yet, this little could come, this slithering, whatever it is, can come on somebody else's channel and talk about, oh, I like Tisha, but I don't like her mom. It's not a word verbatim, but she said something that was really degrading. But I promise you, if they would have talked about her mom, if Tisha would have did that, oh my God, it would have been no return. They would have lit on Tisha. But that's all right. That's all right, because Tisha is not going to come off of her throne, which that's exactly what they want. Tilt her crown and get down with these gutter snipers, wilding in the pig's pen with them, because they're all muddy. Their hands are dripping. I already talked about that. They can't talk about Tisha. They can't talk about Tisha at all. Tisha didn't go out there and wallow with the pigs, the dogs, and came back with fleas and didn't want the fleas and went to the slaughterhouse. Don't get me to talking. You're going to face that. You're going to have to give a report of that. Like I said there and say, you made that choice and you're going to face it. It's going to, trust me, you're going to see it. And when you see it, you better be ready for what's going to come your way. So you can't talk about nobody. Like I said, they say nobody got no room to talk about nobody, because we all was once filthy rags. We all was hanging on the outside of hell. I know I was. But you guys act like Melody is Saint Melody. Melody can't do no wrong. Melody is the one that throw the rocks and hide her hands. So now she sees some of these millimeters, they are waking up. Like I say, all millimeters are not bad. Not all millimeters not bad. But I'm talking about the bad ones. The ones has that cult-like behavior. The ones that's sitting there drinking the juice, drinking that Jim wine, what you call that, Jim Jones wine. Those the ones I'm talking about. Those the ones that come around like they pit bulls, but even devils trembles in the name of Jesus. Get thee behind me. Like I said there and say, you got to speak the word on them demons. You want to go around doing bidding for somebody that don't even like you. And most of them is my age, 50, might be 50 or 60. Some of them are older. They ain't no young people. Most of these people that's doing the bidding for this slithering, whatever they got, the guy's calling her, Miss Buddy. These are not young people. And if they are young people, they don't have no direction, don't know what to do with their life, living with their parents. Most likely their credit is shot, robbing Peter to pay Paul, ain't got a pot to pee in and a window to throw out of. Probably have about 20 or 30 different babies for different daddies. And the ones that they do have, the daddies don't even want to be bothered with them because they're so busy doing their bidding for a woman that they don't even know. So like I say, don't get me started. I'm in my lane. I'm in my house. What I say in my house, just like what you say in your house, you say whatever you want to say in your house. Because there's enough room for everybody. There's enough room for everybody. If you don't like what's going on, just say ouch. And that's real talk. Chris sat there and say they be drinking that malt liquor 2020. They got to be drinking something, that moonshine, huh? Something they got to be drinking. And the 40 ounce of OE, they are the retired thugs. They got to be something. They've got to be something to go that hard. Look at Nell Fletcher. And I wish we could get back to the show. Because like I said, we all can take a piece out of something that's going on that show. But like I said, Melody made it all about herself again. We sat there and moved on from Melody because we said we got tired of Melody. We got tired of Martell drama. But she made it all about herself, sitting there all in these people's business. Shoot, I started liking, Tisha, the new Tisha. I started liking Keith, or what's her name, Kimmy, the new Kimmy. I started liking them. Everybody looked like they had a storyline, talking, because it's always about Miss Buddy and Martell drama. So I started liking, different people, getting different parts instead of talking about the same people, But sooner or later, Miss Buddy, most likely, and I'm going to say allegedly, according to what I saw on this reality show, didn't want the attention to get off of her. Whether good tension, bad tension, whatever tension, she needed that attention because she's a attention seeker. She's a attention seeker. She wanted all about her because she wants to play the victim. Are they talking about me? They talking about me. That's why she had that wildebeest to come on. That's why she had that wildebeest to sit there and take up for her. So she can use the excuse, well, it wasn't me. Well, like I said, you brought the wildebeest in. And now the wildebeest want to go ahead and back off because she can't take the heat. She thought she could come and she could jump on Tisha and we was supposed to just sit there and be, chilled and laid back and women of excellence, like we are. But no, enough is enough. Enough is enough. But Tisha handled herself. Tisha didn't sit there and needed people to come on and do her bidding. Tisha handled it, and she handled it well, and she didn't get out the box. Because she don't have to get out the box. Why? These people ain't about this life. These people sitting there going all out of the country and trying to build water wells and orphanages and all this other stuff. Why you can't do it right here in the United States? We got a lot of homeless people right here. We got our own government sitting there spending thousands and thousands of dollars to immigrants, giving them houses and loans and food vouchers, $14,000 of food stamps. I wish I could get at least $100 of food stamps, high as food is. And we got these jokers coming from overseas, coming in illegal and getting a $14,000 food stamp card. Make it make sense, guys. And we barely can sit there and take $200 and go and get some groceries and only come back with 1 or 2 bags. But we got these tinkerworms, these palmer worms, and these locusts sitting there coming in and eating the children's bread. And what we doing? We sitting there worrying about this minstrel show. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about stuff like this. I don't really have to talk about reality shows because, like I said, I talk about a plethora of different things. And I love to sit there and talk about real life issues. And the only reason why I talk about these reality shows, because I truly believe that I can take the foolish things of this world to conform the wise. And what is the foolish things? What is the foolish things? The foolish things are these reality shows. That's why every time when I sat there and start watching this, I tear down. I tear down. I tear down. Because it's just a distraction. Because I know he got some real stuff that is going on out there. We got a lot of homeless people. We got a lot of people that have mental issues. And we so busy sitting there on there entertaining and tearing these people down, don't know what these people are going through in their personal life. Like a Kiki. Depression is real, guys. And so in a minute something happened to them, we always say we shoulda, we coulda, we woulda. But you had a chance. Don't give me my flowers when I'm dead. Because when I'm dead, I can't smell them. But it's time for us to come together. Because when we come together, we are a force to be reckoned with. I'm not an enemy to nobody. And the reason why I'm not an enemy to nobody, I don't hold no grudges. Just like with that brother, I don't hold no grudges because that's my brother. Iron sharpen iron. They got their opinion. I got my opinion. And if I don't like something, I'm going to call it out. Especially when you put it out there for the whole world to pull it apart. If you don't want the whole world to say anything about it, then make it private. Make it membership only, because I'm not going to pay to sit there and subscribe to it. But YouTube is free. You can't tell people what to say, how to say. I say what I want to say. And I meant what I said. But there's enough room for all of us. So much stuff is going on out there. These people are plotting, working overtime on us. We don't even know who we are. Because long as they keep things like these reality shows keeping us asleep, all they're doing is rocking us to sleep. Rocking us to sleep. That's why they can pass so many different bills. And the bills does not have anything in mind for us. They already said, I ain't doing nothing just for black folks. And then they say the sarcastic, arrogant, I ain't doing nothing for black folks. But yet you could spend trillions of dollars overseas supporting people that never even set foot on American soil, never went through the struggles that we've been through on American soil. What we've been through it right here. Through slavery, through Jim Crow, through the Red Line. We've been through hell and back. But when somebody gonna say enough is enough? When somebody going to say enough is enough? Huh? Like I said there and said, I'm not going to sugarcoat, even if I got to be by myself. I'm not worrying about the numbers. Oh, she only got 5,000. Nobody watches. You watch it. In order for you to go back and report something, somebody got to be watching. Because God said there and said, I would never leave you alone. So you got to be watching. Because how are they going to sit there and get information unless somebody is sitting here watching? So devil, miss me with the bull. Miss me with the BS. You got to be watching. Terry said, please give a person their roses, absolutely, and forgiveness while they are alive, not after they're dead. Please celebrate a person's life and accomplishments while they're alive, not after they're dead. And see, we the type of people, we want to sit there, we want to crucify you, hand your head on a silver platter. And when something happened, then we're going to be so sorry. Like I just was watching the Braxtons, with the Braxton family. I don't know, they changed their name or what. How all they doing is talking about Tracy. But soon the time when Tracy was alive, she was the black sheep of the family. But all of a sudden now, every scene that I was watching is all about Tracy now. Because people sat there, they like to celebrate you when you're dead. And now Trina sitting there saying, she see Tracy and, let Tracy rest, because I don't think Tracy would ever wants to come back to all this confusion for nothing in the world. I wish I could talk to Trina. Because let Tracy rest. And you get you some rest and focus on you. Get you the help that you need. Because like I say, when it comes to mental illness is real. That's nothing to play with. Nothing to take to play with. But our people just got to stop, because we just do too much. Man, we do too much. See, y'all guys don't like realness. You guys want somebody to tickle your ears. You want me to tickle your ears. I promise you, if I start tickling your ears, I will get more subscribers. I will sit there. Y'all will sit there and say, Hosanna, 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 just like y'all did Jesus. But soon in a minute, when I sit there and start slicing and dicing and telling the truth and pulling sheets, oh my God, oh, crucify her, crucify her. That's why y'all ran. That's why y'all ran with that mess. Because y'all like it. Our people like it. That's why I said that, and I say, oh, guys, don't hold us for these stiff-necked, knucklehead people. Let them fall by the wayside. The ones that sit there and sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they raise it, ready to wake up and start marching. Use those type of people, not these people that sit there. They love drama and confusion, because you already know God is not the author of confusion, but of love, peace, and of a sound mind. You know, these people, like I say, they lost in the sauce, drinking the Kool-Aid, kissing the ring. And the thing about it, God sit there and say, these people are not celebrities. Thank you, Chris. These people are not celebrities. These people on there just because, like I said, they trying to get a paycheck, and they using their life, not knowing that, hey, you put your life on the line, put your family on the line, selling your family for a bowl of beans. And they thinking that people supposed to sit there and not pick it apart. If you put your life on display, then what you think gonna happen? They gonna pull it apart. And when they start picking it apart, you're not gonna be able to handle it. And you can see that Miss Buddy cannot handle it. She can't handle it at all. And that's real talk. Trina and her husband have a YouTube. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was disturbing when I saw Trina and her husband Vaughn. He's jealous because, of her dead husband. Talking about she grieved over her dead husband, just like, she grieved over her sister, a grown tail rusty man, crusty, rusty man, wants to be jealous. Make it make sense. Oh my God, we got a lot ways to go. We got a long ways to go. A long ways to go. But like I said there and say, guys, it's time for us to come together. It's time for us to unite. It's time for us to sit there and stop tearing each other down, and start building each other up. It's time for us to do that. Because like I said, these people are working overtime on us. And when I saw Wiley, going into Walmart and the stuff that he did, and I mean, my heart just skipped a beat. My heart just skipped a beat. My heart broke when I saw that, because he's young, and now he got to come up with a bond. I heard 25,000. 25,000. That's a lot of money. $25,000 he got to come out with, which most likely, I don't know how it is in Las Vegas, but I know down here, in our neck of the woods, we have to come out with 10%. So I don't know, maybe 12%. So if he got to come out with 12%, most likely $2,500, he got to come out with, and most likely he probably be out right now, because $2,500. I most likely, I probably sit there and say he probably had to come out with no more than like $5,000, but he got to go to court. And I promise you, I just hope, just like he had the right cops that came on the scene, that he have the right judge, and the right judge wouldn't go and throw him in jail, go throw him in jail and just, you know, get him lost in the system, but get him some help, because he need help. Young people, guys. And you guys quick to sit there and call out old people. Oh, they old. The old ones, they living. The old ones looking young. The old women and men that you sitting there wants to look down, looking better than some of these young ones. These young ones, I mean, going through a lot. I mean, those young ones are going out faster than the old ones. Every time when I turn on the TV, I don't see too much, of old people dying out, but young people dying out and going through so much depression and going through so much, you know? So don't sit there and look at us, examine yourself. The Bible say, let a man examine themselves, because we're talking about young people, and if I had to, bet on it, this guy no more than probably in his early 30s, and going through stuff like that. But depression is real. Depression is real. And that's what we need to set our platform. We need to talk more about that, because we got a lot of people right now thinking that they got it all together. But once you start pulling through those layers, and you can see that these people are hurting. We got hurt people, because only hurt people hurt people. That's why I sit there and say most of these people, instead of they sitting there trying to go on a reality show, what they need to do is sit there and go and get some help. Go and sit on somebody's couch. Not sit there and try to feel, got people thinking that you all about that, faking it until you making it. Because sooner or later, the true you is going to come out. And that's exactly what we see when it comes to some of these people. The true them is coming out. These people not about that life. Half of these people, like I said there and say, they need some serious help. Serious help. And then the thing about it, they try to tear down everybody else along the way. You can't tell people how to spin your narrative. What you trying to go ahead of the game? Because you want people to think, oh, let me go ahead and jump on these small channels because they are the ones that's talking about it. And the only reason why the small channels are talking about it, because the ones that got those huge platforms, they're not even going to touch this mess, because the people that support her, they are very bullied. They like to sit there and dox and harass people. So these big channels probably sit there and say, oh, no, it's not even worth it. So they don't even want to touch this mess. If true be told, even Carlos King didn't want to touch it. The reason why Carlos King is touching it right now, because people kept calling him out. You talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, but what about all the stuff that is going on your show? You got people going to jail, and you got people sitting there throwing knives and throwing glasses at people and trying to put what you call that, gasoline in people's house and trying to light it on fire. Let me see if I can go ahead and pull that clip up, because I got about 8 more minutes. Like I say, honey, this is real talk. I'm not changing. I promise you guys, I told y'all I'm not changing. I'm not changing. If you can't stand the heat, you get out the kitchen. And only a hit dog is gonna holler. And I'm not the person, like I be seeing these channels, these platform people going back and forth with each other. Oh, we gonna talk about each other. We gonna dude, trust me, I'm not like that. I'm not like that. If I got to be on here by myself, you got the wrong one. I am not like that. I say what I got to say, and I mean what I got to say, and I bounce, man. I'm off. I don't go and troll on everybody's channel. I don't do that. So you got me wrong. You got me wrong. I promise you. Wrong one. Boo boo. Wrong one. And the only time when you might see me, go on people channels, most likely straight from the Michelle Brown. I love her. I really love me some Michelle Brown. I've been following Michelle Brown ever since she was on Twitter. I've been following her ever since. I don't sit there and comment that much, but I really like Michelle Brown, and sometimes if I feel like I want to be a little messy, I go and watch Tasha K, and not to mention my girl Misbehaving. I love me some Misbehaving. Marcella, and Butterfly. But like I said, I stand on my truth, and I don't get mad with people where they go. People go where they want to go. They support who they want to support. We grown adults. You ain't no children in here. Trying to see if I can pull. Let me see if I can pull that. I'm trying to pull that clip. Yeah, look at this right here. Look at this. You know good and well these people are unhinged. Let me hold on. Let me read the copyright disclaimer, because you know how you people is. You people like to sit there and try to hit people channel. But like I say, when in here, it's unapologetic. We are truth tellers. What are we, guys? We are truth tellers. We are truth tellers. So let me go ahead and read the copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. So what we're about to do, we are about to criticize. So don't get mad with the messenger, okay? If you can't stand the heat, just say ouch. Comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. So guys, again, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And one thing about this right here, this is not alleged, guys. This girl right here, this girl got some lighter fluid in her hands. Yes, she do. She got some lighter fluid in her hands, and she's trying to sit there and set this man's house on fire. And the thing about it, guys, nobody talked about it. I remember at the reunion when Melody has said, "Oh, that's why I beat your butt." She didn't say butt, that nasty gutter mouth thing, and wants to always sit there and say, God say, but, she got a potty mouth, blessings and curses in the same mouth. God can't use that, because words are spells. Words are powerful. Words are sharper than any two-edged sword. But that's how these people are. But the Bible said there and say you're gonna know them by the fruit that they bear. Okay, so let's go ahead and play a little bit because see, some of us in here, we got amnesia. We tend to forget. We tend to forget things. Okay, so like I said there and say in here is real talk, grown folks. If you can't stand the heat, then you get out the kitchen. Okay. No one loved the truth. No one loved the truth. Okay, so let's go ahead and play some more. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Today I'm going.
Don't.
Look at that.
Don't. No, I'm saying don't do that.
Like you have not pushed.
Now, how the hell somebody gonna push you to sit there and commit a crime? And the thing about it, she sat there and say, "Oh, I don't do nothing that's gonna get me behind bars." Well, this right here should have got you behind bars. But the thing about it, that man went ahead and spared your tail. That man gave you grace. He gave you grace because he could have took them doggone clips and he should have sat there and turned it over to the DA. And I promise you, if they would have turned it over to the DA, your tail would have been and caught a case. Your tail wouldn't have had a misdemeanor. Your tail would have had a felony. Okay, so let's go ahead and play some more. Okay.
No, do not. You go ruin this furniture.
And I can go. I don't care.
You gonna ruin the furniture? No.
And then sitting there saying, call, call, call. The man pleading to her. The man is pleading to her. Call, call. She's saying, call, call, call. And then the thing about it is that the thing went ahead and sat there and made a music video about it. Made a music video about it. And like it was funny, making mockery of a crime where your children was. Where was your children when you did that like that? Was your children somewhere around? Just to think about it. Like I said, the furniture and the things how they make, material. You don't know if it got some kind of fiber in there where it could have, set the house on fire. Just one click, could have unalive every last one of the person in there. You remember Left Eye on TLC, how she sat there and said, she took her boyfriend's tennis shoes and put it in the tub, not knowing that it was fiberglass, and before you know it, the whole house explode. That was a crime, guys. That was a crime. But you see, nobody wants to talk about stuff like that. Let's see if we can go ahead and pull some more. Like I said there and say, in here is real talk, unapologetic and non-biased. If you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen, just say ouch, That's how I look at it. And everybody said they're saying, poor Mel, poor Mel. Like I say, it takes two to tear down the house. You can't tear down the house all by yourself, okay? And that's real talk, okay? So let's see if we can go ahead and pull a little bit more out.
It's pointing the finger, make like Martell, you destroyed your family. You cheated on your wife and things like that.
Yeah. And that's what she was trying to do, this little young guy. Went on this guy platform, and before you know it, the guy sat there and he forgot what he was about to say, because he was stuck on whatever. Because Chris, according to Chris, and according to, I correct myself, there ain't no celebrity to be starstruck. Ain't no celebrity. Ain't no celebrity. Faking it until they make it. So jealous, a very jealous spirit took her life and put it on display and sold it for a bowl of beans. Sold it for a bowl of beans. And now we sitting there seeing people waking up. Oh my God, people are waking up now. People are starting seeing the truth now. People start seeing the truth. So let me go ahead and put a little bit more of this right here. And I did my hour. I mean, time sure passed by real fast.
No, that. Melody, she cheated too.
And that's look at that. And that's what she likes to do, because you're gonna see this scene right here when Martell said and say Melody she cheated too. Like I said, it takes two to tear down the house. You can't tear down the house by yourself. Melody hands is not clean as well. It's just that you guys were so fixated, because of the trauma, that she went through, and you guys can relate to that. We all can relate to that. We all been cheated on, You cheat, I cheat, all of our lives, we got a lot of stuff, we've been through a lot. But thank God for God's amazing grace. If I knew my life was toxic like that, and I know my life been toxic, I ain't got nothing to hide. You don't have to go and sit there and try to ask me. I tell you my life. But I'm not going to sit there and put it on display for the entire world to pick it apart. And in the minute when they start picking it apart, then I want to sit there and cry foul. No, I'm not going to do that. And that's real talk, guys. So let me go ahead and hurry up, because the weather is very bad out there, and I might lose my wildfire, okay?
I made no mistake in my marriage. You know what I'm saying? I did. She did. She cheated. I cheated.
Hold on, excuse me.
And look, let me show you something. See, that's how she did the young guy. She likes to get her point across. Let the man talk. The man got a flow. Why would you want to sit there and interrupt him? See, that's what she likes to do. Like, look, the man talking, and that's why people was able to run, with her story because she overpowered him, because she fast talking. She's a fast talker. Yeah, she's very fast talker. She's very smart. I got to give it to her, But I'm glad that Martell started waking up and sat there and say enough is enough. So let's go ahead and play some more.
I'm sorry, stop right there. Tell me when I cheated and who and where?
The apartment.
The apartment?
Okay, so look, let's go back before Martell cheated. Melody, she used to leave the house, say, I'm going to the hotel.
Yeah,
Look at that. Look how mad. Oh, so look how mad. Oh, look at that. You see them horns start coming out. Fire start coming out that nose. She mad. She mad. Now watch how you're going to see. She going to sit there and she going to take the floor. Just like she took this guy's, just like she took that guy when she came on the platform. Oh, she got to get a point across. Whether it's a lie, whatever it is, she got to get a point across because she wants to make it all about herself. She wants to make it all about herself. She was right there. Martell went ahead and he struck a nerve. Why a woman, a married woman right now, tell me what woman that you know, just like I talk about it all the time. When I know my husband, my dog, my children, or whoever getting on my nerves, I'm not going and sit there and turn a hotel key. I'm not going to a hotel. I'm going to take me a bubble bath, just like my friend said. Just like one of my moms said, when everybody get on their nerves, she go take a bubble bath. But no, not Miss Buddy. Miss Buddy wants to go get her a hotel. And I promise you, Miss Buddy is not sitting there twiddling her thumb by herself, okay? But see, she don't want that out. She don't want that out. And that's the reason why we are at a standstill right now. That's why every season, every scene is all about Melody and Martell, because we rode on that trauma bonded train wagon long enough. So let's go ahead and play some more.
Days. She used to do that 2 days. She used to do that often. I'm like, okay, go. That's when things started changing. I'm like, damn, sex started changing. I started complaining. I complained for about a year before I stepped out. And again, as a
and see that laugh right there, she laughed. That's a guilty laugh. That's just to throw you. But you see, everybody is watching and listening Martell because they know the truth. People know the truth now. She the one sitting there laughing as if it's funny, but now you're gonna see the horns start coming out and the fume and the flames, because she don't want him to have a voice. That's why she was able to jump from channel to channel to channel to channel, because she don't want them to have a voice. And now they sitting there saying, she cashed out them. Yeah, he cashed out them and shut them up. And I promise you, you ain't gonna hear no more out of them. You ain't gonna hear a pin drop out of them. All you're gonna hear is a crickets. And that's real talk.
man, what else can you do?
But you did cheat first. You cheated.
No,
she didn't cheat, but you cheated.
No.
Cheating was the
Just because you don't find out anything, just because you don't know. Hold on, just because you don't know anything, that doesn't mean somebody is a cheat. When all this change behavior, when you go into a hotel.
Look at that. She over talking. Let the man talk. My God, let the man talk. See, people seeing this right now. This is what you call manipulative. This is what you call a person that is a narcissist. Yes, she's a narcissist. This is what you call a narcissist. And I'm going to say, allege, all this right here is for what I see on a reality show. So don't get mad with the messenger. I'm only going by of what I see on a reality show. So don't sit there and say, oh, she giving misinformation. Like I said there and say, this is my opinion. This is my opinion, okay? And to me, all this right here is for entertainment purpose only, okay?
For days and stuff like that. And
so everybody does.
See, everybody attentive. Everybody is listening. You don't see nobody laughing and smiling. The only person that you see is unhinged and just all disbobulated, and that's her. A hit dog gonna holler. See, instead of she sitting there saying ouch because she don't want you to, see the real her. But look at everybody. I mean, they are very attentive. And we already know that when it comes to the Fletchers knows a lot. Don't have me to pull out that clip when she sat there and turn over these people home. They sat there and say once the cameras was off, they had a mess at the Fletcher's house. So you can imagine how it looked, because so in a minute Martell was telling his story, she threw a glass at this man's head. Threw a glass. Don't you know that glass could have got in this man's house? That's abusive. That's DV. But no, she's still a victim. Nobody talked about that.
What they need to do for their me time. For their
me time, girl, you me time. I wish I could, when I had children, I can get me a me time. A me time. And most likely, big as that house is, they could have went across the room or something like that. That was a toxic relationship. That was a toxic marriage. Those people were just faking it until they make it. Ain't no love nowhere in that. That was faking it until you make it. And you guys want to get upset with Martell? Like I said there and say, a man gonna only go out there because something is lacking at home. Take two to tear down a house. It takes two to tear down a house. And long as nothing was taken out of your house, long as he was treating you like a queen, which she did say he was, but it's you needed a story. You needed a moment. And that's why you sat there and sold your soul for a bowl of beans. That beans, and not even a big pot of beans, as small as that bowl that's in her hands. That's how much she sold her entire life for pennies on a dollar. And now what she's trying to do, and everybody's starting to see, and you can go way back in my archive. I've been sitting there saying it. This girl, what she's trying to do is she's trying to throw a wrench in that show, bring the show down according to what I see, and I'm going to say allegedly, and shut the whole thing down. That's what she's trying to do. That's why, I in my opinion, why she wanted to get Martell arrested, because she know nobody wants to fool with anybody with DV. She thought if I can sit there and get him arrested, then I can get him off of that show. Then if he get off the show, which she didn't wanted him off the show, but she didn't want it Martell to bring Ariane on the show. So she probably figured, oh, now, the truth start coming out. They're not going to play, with my storyline anymore. That I got to go ahead and just get them out. I'm going to just tear the whole thing down. But like I said, you never win when you play dirty. Never win when you play dirty. And I know you guys not used to this, because you guys so used to hearing one side. And when somebody start telling you the truth hurts. The truth hurts. I know you guys, you probably say, what the heck is she talking about? I've been talking like this. Everybody else now coming on board. But I was talking about this. Every day, me and Logical Speak used to come on and talk about this, unravel this mess every day. Ben was talking about this. Ben was talking about this. So let's go ahead and play some more.
Right.
Guys, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it down because I see the weather out. The weather is kind of bad, and most likely I don't know if I got disconnected. I probably had got disconnected. Let me see if I got disconnected.
Calming down.
I think I had got disconnected. So most likely I probably got disconnected. Let me see. Okay. So I'm going in and out. Okay. Let me know if I'm going in and out because the weather is bad. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down now. I did my hour anyway. So I think it's in and out. So guys, I think I'm going in and out. I do not see that I have any service. The weather is bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. I don't know what part y'all heard, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it out because I see that the weather is bad. Okay. So on that note, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day.